sauce gang, and welcome back to the channel. Hot Sauce Beats here with a banger of a reaction for you because Markiplier just dropped a brand new video out of nowhere. I thought the dude only drops on the weekends, but fam, it's Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think it's Wednesday night. He just dropped a new video, and this one is called I've Got a Huge Secret Hiding Behind This Fake Office. And fam, from the thumbnail, it looks like we got some like James Bond / Batman stuff going. And you guys know I'm a massive fan of Batman on the channel. I mean, just look at this. Look at this oversized Funko Pop I got. I mean, look at this. You see the resemblance? I get called Bruce Wayne a lot, minus the money and the Lambos. And anyways, I'm trailing off, fam. I'm beyond hyped to react to this. This is gonna be unlike any other Markiplier reaction we've done. But before we jump into it, show Mark some love by subscribing to his channel. And if you enjoy my reaction, please help support the channel by smashing that subscribe and like button. It's absolutely free and it greatly helps out the channel. But enough talking, let's get to reacting and roll that bomb ass intro.
Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Eat, sleep, make beats. Eat, sleep, make beats.
Hot Sauce Beats. Woo, woo. Oh, I'm hyped. I'm so hyped. Let's go.
I built a new massive secret lab that the average person will never find because the only way in is through this fake old dusty office. But I'm gonna give you guys a hint.
Everybody now knows how to get into your secret lab. I'm just throwing that out there, but I appreciate you showing me, Mark. I love you, fam.
And if you want a small taste for what's inside, well, this is a
Gladiators?
tennis ball cannon, and this is my childhood hero Nitro from the TV show American Gladiators.
I knew it, bro. Okay, I was like a little kid when this show came out. But fam, everybody knows the little launcher cannon. Oh, I love this show, dude. This show was so good.
And he's gonna try and shoot me with the tennis ball cannon from the show as I try and not get shot. The only problem is I've made some modifications to the cannon and it shoots tennis balls stronger than the original. Like, a lot stronger.
What?
But before we see if I actually live, I'd like to introduce you to my brand new Willy Wonka factory for engineering I've been secretly designing and constructing over
Willy Wonka factory for engineering.
the past year and a half. Not only have I been making all the builds for my YouTube videos here, but it's also the birthplace for the most ambitious thing I've ever done, which I'll show you in a few minutes. It's got secret passageways, and $10,000 in a glass suitcase if you can fire a tennis ball into the bullseye, the world's longest Hot Wheels track, rooms that magically reveal themselves, and a handful of some new engineering inventions that I came up with just for the lab. Since I was like 8 years old, I've had this dream to design.
I am so jealous, fam. This is literally every adult's dream. And honestly, any kid would love to be in there too, but I'm a child at heart, fam. I want this place. Bruh. Markiplier, hit me up. Do you need a YouTuber to run it for you, fam? I'll work in your dusty office. I'll be like a front man, you know, I'm like, excuse me, Mr. Markiplier's not in. I'll be your secretary. Can I help you? And you know, I'll have glasses and stuff, and then I'll turn the knob, the eagle, and boom, door open.
And build my own warehouse, and this is it. Welcome to Crunch Labs. So today, I'm gonna walk you through my 10 favorite things about this place, and then at the end of the video, I'll explain how you can actually come out here to build with me and my team for a day. With that, let's jump right into number 10, which is basically a way better version of a fireman's pole. Now, the best thing about a fireman's pole is that it's more exciting than using the stairs. But other than that, they kind of suck. I either do the thing where I hit the ground too fast and burn my hands, or I do the thing where I sort of squeak my way down and I still burn my hands. So I thought, what if you could walk off the balcony holding a rope that ran through some pulleys and was connected to some kind of counterweight? Well, that works great, and you land at the perfect speed as long as you weigh just a little bit more than the counterweight. But unfortunately, if you weigh less, you're not gonna go anywhere, and if you weigh too much more, you're still gonna land with a crash.
That's true.
If only there was a way to have a perfect soft landing no matter what you weigh. Well, it turns out there is. Using the power of pneumatics. This is actually the same tube and piston we used for the last Devil's toothpaste explosion. Only this time we just let the natural restriction of the air having to squeeze by the piston slow you down. So instead of the fireman's pole, we got the fireman's piston. It's so fun and you basically feel like a superhero every time you use it. But more importantly, it works the same no matter what you weigh. Here's a family friend who weighs half as much as I do, and she sticks the landing like a pro just the same. Next up, if we walk over here, we see number 9, which is the Nerf Armory.
Oh, that is baller, fam.
This, of course, allows me to pick my weapon of choice and then to perch myself up here on the balcony to keep an eye on my team and motivate anyone that I think just
Hey, get back to work. Hey, it's not break time.
isn't working hard enough. But you'll notice there's a second fireman's piston over there, only the rope on this one has a foothold and lowers half as slow, which means on the way down, you can get real Jason Bourne with things. Then number 8, we've got this cool hangout area on the balcony overlooking the workspace. Of course, for entertainment up here, we got chopsticks. Hey, chopsticks, play me a banger. Wow.
Okay, so I know this is one of his videos, and I have not reacted to this yet. I haven't seen it, nothing. Don't ruin it, Mark. I don't know it. I just know it. It's just a...
Then right here, we've got an original blueprint from a Mythbusters episode, a couch that transforms into a couch plus, as well as a chair that transforms into a chair plus. Then my super cool brother Brian made this super cool old school retro arcade game as a lab warming gift so I can play all the classics.
Oh.
Then we stole this claw machine from a Denny's and filled it with Fat Gus plushies, and it hides one of the secret passages into space, but I'll show you that one in a second. And now it's time for number 7, which next to the fireman's piston, showcases my second favorite way to make it down to the ground floor. Now don't worry folks, no Mark Robers were hurt in the filming of this segment, because down below there was a shipping container with a giant foam
Oh, okay, I was about to say.
And in addition to allowing for emergency second floor exits, it also allows you to up your Nerf battle game. But importantly, the shipping container is on wheels.
God, you know what does suck though? Have you guys ever been like a trampoline park or just in general? Have you guys ever been in a foam pit? It is like impossible to get out of a foam pit, fam. I hate it. Jumping in the foam pit, blast. Getting out of the foam pit, terrible, just terrible.
Which means we can wheel it back to its natural habitat in the arena room. And giant foam pits are awesome for many reasons, but foremost among them is if you have a buddy who's a professional ultimate frisbee player, he could toss you some throws so you can try and be just like him.
That's cool. Oh, good catch. Touche, sir, touche.
Just be prepared that when he does it after you, he's gonna make it look much cooler.
Way cooler. Look like OBJ catching that touchdown. Oh.
Coming in at number 6 is all the engineering Easter eggs that we've hidden around here. As an example, let's take the bathroom, which I think we can all agree is usually pretty boring. First off, we found this regal portrait of what is ostensibly one of Fat Gus's forebears. But if you look closely here, you'll see there's a magnetic contact switch and then a magnet on the seat lid. That's because men are pigs. And as long as the sensor detects the seat is in the up position, it will deploy this solenoid and keep the door closed. And now with nowhere to go, you've got plenty of time to reevaluate your terrible life choices. And then I've always loved the idea from this Far Side cartoon, which is like a hand wash detector. And the best thing about being an engineer is if there's a thing that doesn't exist and you want it to exist, you can just make it exist. So we have a limit switch here that gets triggered on the flush, and then a capacitive touch sensor here that knows if the faucet's been touched. And then finally a Hall effect sensor here that tells us if the door's open. And so if the Arduino under here detects that the toilet is flush and then the door has been open without the signal the sink has been touched between those two events, then this flashing light goes off and everyone knows who not to high five.
Oh.
Honorable mention in the bathroom is the air freshener, which is actually filled with glitter bomb fart spray, because subversion of expectations equals comedy. Then coming in at number 5 is how we actually keep the lab location super secret. If you were to walk in off the street or deliver a package here, this is what you'd see.
Mark, I'm serious, bro. I'll come work for you, Mark. Mr. Rober, I'll come work for you. That could be my office, bro. I can make videos in there. I could stream from there. I'll guard your entrance. I'm your man. Hot Sauce Beats, Mark Rober. I sound like I'm trying to pitch a presidency. Rober and Beats 2024. Coming to a voting booth near you. Rober and Beats. Beats and Rober? Like, his name should clearly be first, but tell me that Beats and Rober doesn't sound good. Beats and Rober. That's how we could be cops, bro. Detective Beats and Rober on the scene. Yeah, see? I don't know.
Clearly, whoever works here is not who you would
Beats and
expect would
Rober.
be hiding a
Rober and
high-tech,
Beats.
state-of-the-art Willy Wonka engineering lab. But when you turn this eagle, and the bookshelf
That's
slides
so cool.
over, revealing a secret passageway down a hallway, ending on a dope view of my workbench. But there's an even more secret entrance hidden in this room. And you can only access it by putting a quarter in here and then pushing this button. Climbing this ladder not only leads you to the underside of the claw machine, where you can put yourself right in the mix of things, but then pushing right here means you've taken the shortcut straight up to the cool balcony hangout area. And I brought my niece and nephew out here to tour the place, and this was perhaps their favorite part, which just might have cemented my status in my ongoing quest to be the favorite uncle.
The coolest
or not
uncle
for my regrettable
ever
actions
in
the foam pit
humankind.
at the conclusion of the tour. Now I know what you're thinking. It's not exactly secret now that I've shown 20 million people exactly what the secret entrance lobby looks like.
Hence where I come in, and I now work for Mark Rober. Rober and Beats coming to a voting booth near you.
But after this, I'm gonna give this place a complete makeover. So next time you find yourself waiting your turn at the barber, or perhaps stuck in the waiting room at the dentist office, you might wanna get up and just start moving everything around on display. Because the entrance to the Crunch Lab just might be behind that oversized tooth decay poster hanging on the wall. All right, so before we get to the final four in the countdown, like the world record Hot Wheels track, or the hidden museum, or even how you could come out here yourself, I need to tell you about what else we do here, or why we even call it Crunch Labs. Three of my favorite things are teaching, coming up with new ideas, and getting people stoked about science and engineering, especially the young folk. And so for over a year, in addition to building this place, I've been working on a way to combine those three things. And here it is. It's called the Crunch Labs Build Box, and it's a monthly tour that gets delivered to you, where we build it together and then explore all the juicy physics that make it work. For a long time, I've had parents reach out to me and say my kid is 8 or 12 years old and they love your videos, they want to be an engineer like you. How do I foster that passion? Like, what's the first step? And I've just never had a great answer for that specific
Mark, do not tell me you have to be 8 to 12, bro. What about if you're in your 30s? Can I be in my 30s and still build stuff with you, Mark? Can I, please?
situation. Until now. Let's do an unboxing and see what's inside. Oh, and by the way, this is precisely where the toys are designed, right here in the Crunch Lab. In fact, this first one is this super cool rapid fire disc launcher. As you know, I love to take something humans do and then build a robot to help me do it way better, like with kicking field goals, skipping rocks, setting up dominoes, bowling, golfing, or even throwing bullseyes.
That is crazy.
Well, now
I
you
still
get
don't
to
even
have the same
understand how that
feeling
works.
and build a machine that gives you superpowers versus someone trying to throw this frisbee with their own lame arm. What kind of superpowers?
Terrible
Well, I'm
throw,
glad
Mark.
you asked.
Ooh, nice shot. Nice shot. Ooh. Okay, that's kind of cool. I love when
We
he does
engineered
the
the
slow
crud
motion.
out of this thing to optimize 6 rapid-fire shots for maximum glide with maximum accuracy. You will dominate any mere human who tries to challenge your creation. So when you open the box, the first thing you see is a link to a video where I not only walk you through how to put it together step by step, but then we talk through all the physics and engineering juicy nuggets that make something like this work. It's like unlocking your own secret Mark Rober video every month. Only it's better because you're right there in the trenches constructing your own build alongside me,
This is too
allowing the
cool.
engineering discoveries to really sink in. It basically bumps into all these stationary air molecules and it causes it to deflect up. So for example, on the disc launcher, we learn all about how useful flywheels are. And then each month you earn a gear badge with a different engineering principle, and at the end of 12 months, it will make a really cool gear train like this, at which point you unlock my signature to make it all official. So the first video is up in its entirety for free over on the new Crunch Labs YouTube channel, and I'll put a link in the video description so you can see for yourself that we're not cutting any corners here. And then in addition to the video, as backup, we've also got
Hold on. I want to see something. I want to see something, chat. How much does this have already? Crunch Labs. Crunch Kicks. Crunch Labs. Crunch Labs. How many? Or no, I mean, look at the 50,000. Oh, I was way off. Okay, look at this, Mark. Mark, we got you, bruh. We got you, Crunch Labs. Bam. 620. I get overly excited sometimes. I'm sorry. All right, we back.
Booklet instructions. And as a nod to Team Trees, Team C's, and my buddy Mr. Beast, we maximize for sustainability in our material and packaging choices. Even the bags inside are compostable. And the disc launcher is just the tip of the iceberg. In another box, we built this super cool Rube Goldberg catapult, and the gear badge here is for projectile motion. Here's a robot guaranteed to outdraw your brother, where we learn about linkages. Or there's this coin spinner machine that gives you the superpower of spinning a coin better than any human. And there we learn about ratchets. And you get 2 of them so you can compete in a Beyblade style fight to the last coin standing. There's a bunch more, but I want it to be a surprise for you, so rest assured, we designed our hearts out on every single last one. And just like it says on the box,
I love booby
my goal with Crunch Labs is to help you think
Home Alone's one of my
like an
favorite movies of all time.
That means
Still
you
as an
think
adult.
critically. You could break a problem down into manageable steps. Thinking like an engineer makes you a better soccer player, or piano practicer, or math studier. Because you're resilient, you know, it's not only okay, but it's important to fail a bunch in order to hit that big breakthrough. That's why it's called Crunch Labs, so we can crunch and break and fail things so we can learn fast. That's literally the process.
I thought he was like talking about
every single one of my robots.
Dude, some
that
crunches.
eventually works out awesomely. There's just no better teacher than a good crunch along the path to finding the best design. And any good engineer knows that's true. So if you want to fight that summer brain drain and embark on this year-long journey with me, go to crunchlabs.com/MarkRober, use the link in the video description, where as an early adopter special, we're giving away 2 months free. Supplies are definitely limited on this first run, so if you don't want to miss out, be sure to go check out our lovely website after this. Speaking of which, I just got to shout out Shopify, because that's how we built it. They were super helpful, and I've been friends with them for a long time, and they give you all the tools to turn your idea into an actual business. All right, so continuing on with our top 10 list of the coolest things here at Crunch Labs. At number 4, if you look right here, we've got the start and
okay, again, I told you, I'm a kid at heart, fam. So I'm huge into fantasy football, right? And our league lasts all year long. The reason why I'm talking about this is because we do something in the off season called the Road to the Draft, where we have all these events like, you know, the NBA Finals. Each person gets a team. You know, we do the Royal Rumble, where each person gets 2 wrestlers. But anyways, the reason why I'm bringing this up is we also do a Hot Wheels race. And fam, we buy new Hot Wheels every time, and this track keeps getting bigger and bigger. I got 2 massive plastic totes full of Hot Wheels track, and each year we build a whole new track and we race Hot Wheels car. I love Hot Wheels, dude. I mean, come on, I told you, I'm a kid at heart, fam. I'm a kid.
Finish line of the world's longest Hot Wheels track at over a half a mile. Here we go.
Half a mile?
Now the Crunch Labs is big, but not exactly half a mile big, which is why we had to employ some clever switchbacks to do the trick. But after doing one, we realized it only got us like 10% of the way there, so we scaled it up to fill an entire wall. Now we're employing over 75 of the official Hot Wheels speed boosters to help manage the balance of our...
And all of those speed boosters, so again, I had this stuff. Those speed boosters take 2 C or 2 D batteries.
Potential and kinetic energies, because that's allowed in the rules. And it's just kind of fun to watch it go back and forth and back and forth. And so after we make it through the mouse hole,
I'm so amazed right now, chat.
And travel around the bend, we complete the loop and set an official new world record. Next up at number 3, if you press this button you obviously shouldn't press, then these mirrors become see-through, revealing sort of a storage room of a bunch of my previous builds. And if you come through this incognito door, you can even see them up close, including the automatic bullseye dartboard, all 4 glitter bombs, the original double iPad sweatshirt Halloween costume from my very first video, and a handful of other classics as well. Now before we wrap it up with the last 2 coolest things about this place, I just want to submit for honorable mention not only this bike with a legit train horn attached when the bell just isn't cutting it. Ah, that's loud. but also to the brainstorm room that has walls covered in floor-to-ceiling whiteboards, which is a feature I stole from my favorite conference rooms at both NASA and Apple, as well as this decorative massive ant farm we built for the wall. It's fascinating to see how they organize and work together, like how both ant colonies instinctively have made a graveyard in the corner for all their fallen comrades. And now at number 2, we're back with the tennis ball.
Oh, this is so
After
cool.
Nitro put it through the wall, oh, it's literally smoking! We decided to give it the 1/2-inch plywood test. And you can see it passed with no issues. Which meant we were left with just one more official scientific
Let's turn that down a little bit, fam.
investigation to conduct. The water melometer.
That'll kill you. That'll kill you. Jesus, bro.
Now, the cool thing here is, you might have noticed this glass suitcase attached to a chain with $10,000 cash in here. The deal is you can practice as much as you want, and I've even set up some additional targets for that purpose. But everyone gets only one official shot in their whole life to hit the bullseye and make it down the tube and into the box to unlock the $10,000 suitcase. So for the avoidance of doubt, when you're ready for your official shot, you just sign the wall, and now the pressure's really on. And as for Nitro,
I'm gonna be your worst nightmare.
oh, I love it. He's talking trash. Even though I did make him reduce the pressure to 1/5 full power, you're going down. I still took a beating.
That's to the face.
But at least I survived. And finally, the #1 coolest thing about this place is you can actually come here. Every month before we ship out the Crunch Lab bill boxes, I essentially cover my eyes, throw a dart, and then I open whatever box I hit and set this inside. It's called the Platinum Ticket, and if you happen to be the one who gets the box with the ticket inside that month, then you and your family get to come out here and spend a day with me and my team, making whatever crazy idea it is you want us to build together. And because I repeat this every month, that means you have a new chance to win every month. And, you know,
I mean, for my kids, of course, right? Like, I got 2 daughters. Like, they would love to do this. I mean, I'm gonna clearly order this for them. And then if we win, we all go there together. You know, we do some stuff. And then I pitch Mr. Rober that I should be his secretary. And then we could start Rober and Beats running for 2024, the next president of the United States. Let's go. Rober and Beats. Or Beats and Rober. However you want to say it. Whatever rolls off the tongue better. Rober and Beats, fam!
I'm no statistician, but supplies are kind of limited on this first run, so early adopters really increase their chances of winning this thing right out of the gate. You can see a link to all the official rules.
I'm gonna spend money right after this, if there's any left.
So if you needed one more reason to get your bill box so you could have fun hanging out with me a bunch this summer while you learn to think like an engineer, then there it is. So just head to crunchlabs.com/MarkRober or use the link in the video description to get that
We're going there as soon as I upload this.
Of 2 months free. I've found that thinking like an engineer and having more of an understanding of the amazing world around us is such a lovely lens from which to experience life. Weird. And creating that spark in the next generation of big problem solvers is why I can't wait for you guys to see these dang boxes. Thanks so much for your support over the years, and thanks for watching.
Let's go! This was so cool!
I love to take something humans do and then design a robot to help me do it way better. And because I'm good at engineering, that means
wait, hold on! Now he has 12,000! He just had 600! What?
The Crunch Labs Build Box is a monthly toy that gets delivered.
I'm so confused. And what? Hold on, what did I subscribe to? Someone tricked me. Someone tricked me, and I fell for it. Oh my God, Sauce Gang, hold on, let me bring you in, fam. Mark, you are a genius, bro, I'm telling you. I don't know if you guys ever, so I was really big into Rob Diedrich, and they had a show, Rob and Big, oh my God, and then Rob's, I think it was called Rob's Fantasy Factory, Rob's Factory. I think it was Rob's Fantasy Factory. But anyways, as an adult, like I've always had this, you know, this dream of having my own like factory where you just, you know, as a content creator, you can just go in there and create and have fun and have friends and family over and just do stuff, fam. And Mark, you did it, bro. On a massive scale though. Me personally, I think the secret entrances is number one. I just think that's so, of course, hiccups on the outro every time. It's so weird. It's like I'm allergic to outros or something. I'm just meant to keep going forever and ever and ever and ever. But anyways, bro, that secret entrance is amazing. All of those are so cool. I think it's really cool that he incorporated fun stuff for people coming over too. Like, you know, you get to try the do once in your life. And if you sink it, you get 10K, fam. Like, that is super dope. That Hot Wheels, I love that. His little another thing too I think is really cool is his creative space, like his think room. You know, as a content creator, you need a space, you know, to let them creative juices flowing. Like, that's what my studio is for me down here. So I love it. This was amazing. Congrats, Mark. Mark, hey, congrats on your warehouse, and then congrats on these these boxes, the Crunch Labs. These boxes are gonna be huge. And I know he's not just in it for the money, but I'm saying, like, he's gonna make a pretty penny from it too. So it's a win-win. You know, kids are learning new stuff, learning how to, you know, think outside of the box, no pun intended. They're learning also from their favorite content creator. He's helping, you know, mold the future engineers of the future, and he's making money while doing it. Like, it's literally a win-win-win, and that is when you truly love your work. So I'm super happy for him. This video is awesome. I hope you enjoyed it. Show Mark some love by subscribing to his channel and subscribe to Crunch Labs, but don't be fooled, because there's a fake Crunch Labs out there. And if you enjoyed my reaction, please help support the channel by smashing that subscribe and like button. It's absolutely free and it greatly helps out the channel. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and remember, it's eat, sleep, and make beats. As usual, be kind to one another. And that's all I got. Boom! I'm out. Yeah! Got nothing but love for the Sauce Gang. Woo! Spotify, thanks for the ad read, bam. Bam, bam.